Hi, this is Leah Klein, Health and Wellness Coach again. And today my question for you is, are you protected? And our finishing up Psalm 121, verses 7 and 8. The Lord will keep you from all evil. He will keep your life. The Lord will keep your going out and your coming in from this time forth forevermore. Are you protected? Our verse says that God will keep us from evil and protect our life. He also is talking about he will protect basically your travel and your daily life. You're going out and you're coming in. Now, of course, we know that this really doesn't mean probably that nothing bad will ever happen to us. That isn't our life experience. But only what happens to us can only, comes through God. He will only allow something, at least seemingly bad, to happen to us for his purposes. He has plans, obviously, and for our ultimate good. And we don't know what that looks like most of the time. We want a peaceful, coexistent life and, nothing ever to happen to us. And that isn't life. If you've had that kind of life, I'd be amazed, because all of us have things on varying degrees that have happened to us, and in God's divine purpose, planning, timing, and for our growth. But ultimately, he does protect us from the multitude of things that could happen to us, which is why we don't need to worry about everything, that possibly could happen to us, because 99% of it won't happen to us. And that just takes up, mental bandwidth that you don't need to be spending, that could be spent much more, purposefully. And ultimately, we are all immortal until God says otherwise, until God calls us home. If it's not our time, nothing can happen to us. Now, don't get too sidetracked with the whole immortal. Yes, we all are to some degree, but it doesn't, I mean it in the sense of, that we can't die. Not in the sense of, that we'll live forever. Yes. I'm talking about we cannot die unless God has said, okay, it is your time. You are done with what I have planned for you. And your passing is my instrument to use with the other people in your life, in ways that you won't know, necessarily, and you won't realize that it is for, you have completed your mission, you have run your race, but this is now a step, this is now a growth time for others in your sphere of influence, your family, etc. So think about that the next time you're tempted to fret and worry. And I know who you are. I've talked to a few of you. And step back from it and go, nothing ultimately can harm me unless it's for God's good purposes. And it's God's timing for me to go to a better place. So to wrap things up, give your worries to God, because it's a far better idea for you to not spend your, energies, your mental capacities on things that will never happen. Let go. Give them to God. And as we talked about earlier in this chapter, you are not meant to lose sleep over things. God doesn't sleep. Nothing surprises him. Give it to him. Let him take care of it. And you go get a good night's sleep. And if you really need to get away from those things that are stressing you out and those things that are causing you to get anxious or worried, go on a personal retreat. Take some one-on-one time with God in his creation and take some time to decompress. Distance yourself from those things, and you will be amazed at how much that can help you. Now, remember, join us for the Prosper Virtual One-Day Retreat on March 25th. Make sure that's on your calendar. I will have a link out probably very soon here. And for you to be able to sign up and register for that, there is a cost to doing that. So go ahead and join me for our final rendition of Unto the Hills. And hopefully we're sort of getting this by now. Unto the hills around do I lift up my longing eyes. Oh, whence for me shall my salvation come? From whence arise? From God the Lord doth come my certain aid. From God the Lord who heaven and earth hath made. He will not suffer that thy foot be moved, safe shalt thou be. No careless slumber shall his eyelids close, who keepeth thee. Behold our God, the Lord, he slumbereth ne'er, who keepeth Israel in his holy care. Jehovah is himself thy keeper true, thy changeless shade. Jehovah thy defense on thy right hand himself hath made. And thee no sun by day shall ever smite, no moon shall harm thee in the silent night. From every evil shall he keep thy soul, from every sin. Jehovah shall preserve thy going out, thy coming in. Above ye watching, he whom we adore, shall keep thee henceforth, yea, forevermore. And we'll be back again next week with another verse. See you then.